Hello, this is Alessandrina with Dexter and Alessandrina. And today I'm going to do a checking in with yourself. And you might relate to this in a very similar way to the other content that we share. Because essentially all the content that we create and share with you is meant as a support mechanism, as a facilitation, as guidance for you to learn to check in with yourself more and more. So when we check in with ourselves more and more, it becomes really easy for us to be more in tune with ourselves, with our emotions, with what we're processing in any moment in time. And of course with others also, when we're in tune with ourselves deeply and really listening to ourselves and our feelings and emotions and thoughts, the sensations in our body, when we're really paying attention, then we can also be more present with other people and also be more in tune with them. So any content that we create, a meditation, a teaching, a technique that we share, it's really all a way of supporting you in your process of checking in with yourself, of really feeling what you feel and gauging where you are. And when we do that in a non-judgmental fashion, when we check in with ourselves so that we can rebalance any imbalance, so that we can reharmonize any disharmony, so that we can clear anything that is causing contraction and holding on. When we gain that capacity to be self-aware and to understand ourselves more deeply, then making decisions becomes much easier. We almost immediately have the capacity to assess if something is going to be in our highest and best good. And of course that process is refinable, it's ever refining in your life, and not having any judgment of that, simply being aware of your own process of evolution, of growth, of transformation, is such a wonderful tool, accomplishment. So the more you check in with yourself, the more self-aware you become. And the more self-aware you become, the more capacity you gain to know what's possible in your world at any moment in time and what's not allowing that to be. And through that discovery, that wonderful discovery of what's in the way, you can, with love, with care, with compassion for yourself, you can remove the things that are in the way, so that you can have more joy, more peace, more happiness, more success, abundance, health. Whatever you've been wanting to experience, when you check in with yourself, you will find what is blocking that experience. Because if you really, truly from your heart want something and it's not happening, it's simply because there's a misalignment. There's an incongruence in some part of you. Some parts of you, or a part of you, is not feeling comfortable and safe with whatever you're wanting, the change that it will bring and the meaning of that change. For instance, the parts of us live as if they were alive. And if we heal a part of ourselves that is causing us to not be able to live the life we want to live, if we clear it, then for that part it's a death, and it doesn't understand the value of its dissolution, and how as it dissolves it's just now merged with the rest of the system, allowing for the rest of the system to have even more focus and intentionality and energy. So the wonderful tool of checking in with yourself is that you, as you develop those capacities and you gain greater and greater alignment, checking in with yourself means that the things that are most meaningful to you in your life, the things really from your heart, from your soul that you want, that you can have them in this lifetime, that you don't have to live in a state of feeling lack or separation from that which you love or want. That as you align yourself with that experience and you don't fear it and you're not averse to not having it or attached to having it, then you can have it. You can have the experience and you can let it flow through you and not hold on, so that the next experience comes, and then the next, and then the next, and being the flow of that, and trusting that by not holding on to any of those things, that through your process of checking in with yourself, you've attracted, received, manifested, by not holding on to it, by simply feeling grateful and really appreciating so deeply, feeling so blessed for having had the experience. And then that gives you the capacity to then just let it go, let it flow, and then something of even higher vibration, higher energy is going to come. And again and again and again, that keeps building and building and building until the point where, based on our karmas, we might hold on and stay with a specific experience. And that's okay too, because learning can happen through that process, and then they can be the holding on for a while, and then again the letting go. So scenario by scenario, situation by situation, experience by experience, also checking in with yourself with those. How attached are you? How averse are you to losing it, to not having it? And can you free yourself so that you can have the experience without the pain of the loss, the pain of maybe not having it again, the pain of your interpretations about what it means about you. If you don't have it and you had it before, did something happen? Did you lose status, power in the world? Did you become bad? Did you do something wrong that led to that change, that which you had now no longer being in your experience, in your realm of experience? So I hope this was helpful, that it really emphasizes the value of checking in with ourselves, however we check in. For some people it can be a silent walk in nature, and really in union, in appreciation for the nature, and that can be their meditation and their time to check in with themselves and be in the environment and notice and be aware of what they feel and how they feel. I'm sending you lots of love and many blessings for your process of self-exploration and getting deeper and deeper into greater and greater alignment with yourself, with your soul, with your heart. That's so important. It's probably the most important thing in your life, to have that relationship with yourself, to have that connection with yourself so you can share it with the whole world.